All right, welcome back here to the Hill on News Nation. So is it possible, maybe, might there actually be a race in the state of New Hampshire? A new poll from Saint Anselm College has Nikki Haley doubling her support in the Granite State from September, pulling the former South Carolina governor within 14 points of the former president, Donald Trump, in New Hampshire. You can see the numbers there. A closer look shows the poll was taken earlier this week, before Colorado set off that political earthquake. So we could talk about the relevance here. But Ashley, again, you're in the Haley world and Haley orbit, however you want to describe it. What do you make of that?
We're feeling the momentum. I mean, she's doing, she came up again in Iowa as well. In one poll, she's ahead of DeSantis as of yesterday. She's obviously went up again in New Hampshire. She's continuing to rise in South Carolina. So those first three states, she's feeling great. I think the big question is, you know, Chris Christie still 12% in that poll, and those voters would go to Nikki most likely. And so will Chris get out or not? He just did a huge buy.
Would she ask him to get out?
I don't know if it would matter if she would or not. I think that it's more that it's up to Chris, and I think Chris still wants to stay. And he just did a huge ad buy, I think, that dropped today in New Hampshire. So we'll see.
Yeah, but look at that statistic right there. If you keep that up, you'll see 12 and then 3 and 6. There's like 23%. If you match that with her 30%, that's where the Republican Party goes that are non-MAGA voters, at least technically, and she's in the 60s and he's at 44.
See, that's where I disagree. I think we're right. If Chris Christie gets out of the race, then Nikki goes up. There's no question. But if Vivek Ramaswamy gets out of the race, all those votes are going to Donald Trump. Nikki doesn't have to win New Hampshire. Okay, a close second is a win because no one thought it was possible, right? If she beats DeSantis in Iowa, comes in second, even if it's a distant second. Again, it's a caucus, not a primary, and then comes in a close second in New Hampshire. That's enough. It really is. So I don't focus as much on who's getting in the race and who's getting out of the race as much as the dynamic and
those guys are going to get out of the race if she starts winning like that or comes in.
That's
second.
correct.
Yeah, I don't.
Then it does turn into a two-person race, which is.
Right.
I also think we all have to remember when Bush lost New Hampshire by 18 points and he was supposed to win by 10, and it didn't matter much.
Right.
Look, I think I would love to see Nikki Haley as the nominee because you would actually have a debate in the general election about policy discussions, not Donald Trump just shouting grievances. I don't know if my endorsement of Nikki Haley is going to help her in any of these places, but I do think that
The first thing Jonathan said tonight that I think is absolutely wrong. There's no way that Joe Biden is debating anybody in this election. Keep in mind,
You don't think so?
Oh, yeah, he'll debate him.
The RNC is backed out of the commission anyway.
Yeah.
Right? The RNC is backed out. And the one thing Joe Biden can't do is make a mistake on a big stage. If he gets up and says, they say, what's the biggest issue of the day? And he says, I like peaches. This race is over.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that. He's going to be well prepared. And you can't get the road to the presidency leads through debates, whether it's Nikki Haley or Donald Trump. He's got to do that.
Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.